The boys stayed hot last week. Start with the Buffalo Bills coming off a huge win over the Dolphins. Jags at Buffalo. Buffalo is 5-point favorites there. 48 is the over under. What do we think here with this game, Ben? Do you like the Jags to keep it closer to pull this one out, or do you think the Bills will run away with it?
I like the Jags. I like the Jags to win this game. As you just said, Buffalo with that huge win over Miami that they had to have, especially given that Miami got off to the hot start that they did, and Buffalo dropping that first game to the Jets, which was just inexcusable on their part for where they want to go. But I'm going to go with the Jags. I think the a common theme with me, Aiden, as you know, is if the talent is somewhat similar and one team needs to win way more, I'm going to go with that team. So I'm going to go with the Jags. It's kind of my formula that's been working for me this year, team that needs it more. So I'm going to go with the Jags to win this one. I think Trevor's going to have a huge week. Josh Allen, I think he's due for another stinker. He's been playing really clean football ever since that Jets game, nearly flawless or just flawless football ever since then. So I think that the Jags are due for a big win, and I think the Bills are due for a bit of a dud.
Yeah, that's interesting. This has been one of the games that I've been going back and forth with for a little bit now, and I can't really lay my fingers on what it is, but I'm this has been probably one of the hardest games for me to predict on the slate. I think what I'm going to say here is five is a decent amount of points. Usually, you're only seeing five in a game where the other team is not good, and the Jags are a good team. With that said, I
Or
don't
so we
know.
think.
Yeah,
Or so we think.
exactly, or so we think, and we expect for them this season. But when you're looking at it, in my opinion, I think the Jags aren't going to be able to keep up with the scoring that the Bills can keep up with. So it's going to come down to, like you said, Josh Allen and his turnovers. Now, if Allen is playing clean football again, there's a chance that they could,
Yeah,
double
for
this
sure.
line. They could
For
win by
sure.
two scores. Like
Yeah, it definitely
there's,
is. And
yeah,
and I think the key, as we both just said, if you're the Jags, you need Josh Allen to throw at least one pick. At least one.
yeah, you're gonna need to force a turnover.
And if he throws two, you have to return one to the house. So that's kind of a lot of variables that need to go Jacksonville's way. But then again, it's Josh Allen who hasn't had an ugly throw in seemingly 3 weeks, and he's usually due for far more than that within a 3 week span. So I say we see a few of them this weekend.
Yeah, so if I had to go ahead and pick this game, I'm not super confident, but I'm going to go ahead and say the Bills are going to win this game. I'm not going to take the points there. I don't think they win by five. I think it's a close game. I think there's potential that they do win by upwards of 10. The Bills. I just you know I want to believe in the Jags so much, but I just want them to show me like their
At this point,
dominance.
what have they
Like,
shown you? Like they
yeah,
haven't shown it yet.
I want to see like a 3 week consistent, like, that's a good win, that's a good win, that's a good win. And then I'll start believing fully because I want to believe in this team. But I feel like once I get too high on them, they have a bad loss. Like,
But I mean,
so
hey, it's not dissimilar from last year. Every time they would show a flash here and there, I think people forget
yeah.
that they did go 9-8. It's not like they went 11-6 and then steamrolled through the playoffs. They did go 9-8, made it in,
Hmm.
and then nearly got blown out in their first playoff game before that miraculous win. So maybe that's what this Jaguars team is. Maybe they are up and down. Maybe they're not the most consistent club, but they still have the high end talent that can pop up out of nowhere.
See, now what is it though? Is it the playmakers of the Jags? Is it the trenches? Or and the defense, or is it Trevor Lawrence? Like, what's holding back this team from getting to the next level? Because the defense, I don't think has been that bad. I know Trayvon Walker seems like
I
he was a
mean,
missed number one pick. He's just not getting the pressure that you want out of a former number one pick. But I don't. I mean, what do you think this is? I mean, I don't think Trevor's been as good
is
as
it
he could be.
is
You
it a
know,
cop out to say it's all of it?
I mean, no,
I
it's
think
possible. Yeah.
I think every position or every high level elite position that you think they would have isn't as consistent as they need to be. to be a 12-5 team, which is what a lot of people were picking them to be, between 11 and 12 wins and go on a
Mhm.
deep playoff run. Maybe it's that they're too young, they're just not ready for it, or maybe they are just an inconsistent group. And listen, we've seen this before with Doug Peterson. Was he always unreal in Philadelphia? No. No. The year after they won the Super Bowl, they went 9 and
Mhm.
8, or 9 and 7 rather.
Yeah,
So it's not like Doug Peterson has this
I agree.
reputation for
That's a good
being
point.
the most
Yeah.
full blown, consistent. We're gonna go 11-5, 11-6 every single year. It's not what he's been, and it's not what the Jags have been. So maybe we did screw up our expectations of them a little bit.
It's a good point. This is a big game for them. A big game. Thrive Fantasy, the proud partners of the Jags, the Chargers, but now most importantly, Tipsy Tailgate Media. So go ahead, head over to the
Obviously,
link in our bio. Easily the biggest option
obviously,
there. Go ahead, head to the link in our bio below, or thrivefantasy.com and use promo code Tipsy when you sign up. You're going to want to deposit at least $25 into your account, and the lovely people over at Thrive are going to match that 100%. In fact, they're going to match any deposit up to $250, 100%. So go ahead, place as much as you want in there with a minimum of 25 and deposit it using promo code Tipsy. As I said, you're going to place a bet on the NFL, the MLB. There's postseason going on as well. Week 5 NFL, whatever you're feeling the mood for, go ahead, place a bet on that. They give out some of the best payouts in the entire industry. And if you sign up, deposit $25, place your $50 bet thanks to Thrive, and you lose, you can move on with your day knowing that you did Tipsy and your boys at Tipsy a favor. Now, if you do win, then I feel like, at least our experience, we've had a great time with Thrive. So you can go and you can keep playing. But the biggest thing to know is you're going to want to go and head over to Tipsy Tailgate Media at Instagram. Go ahead and DM us with proof that you placed that $25 bet using code Tipsy before October 15th to enter into a cash giveaway. $150 going to be given out over on a giveaway based on the many people that are DMing us on Tipsy Tailgate Media. So go ahead and head over there. Thrive is live in the available states listed in the description. So go out and check the link in our bio and enjoy the show because, listen, we're having a great time hosting you guys. So, we appreciate any support or help that you can go ahead and give us. So thanks to Thrive. And without further ado, let's get into Week 5 NFL. The boys stayed hot last week. Benny had a good slate. I went 5-1 on picks. We've just been really hot this year. I mean, the picks have been